Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of All Guild Wars week 46, day 6. It is a blue day, and since it is a Sunday, let's go over the two new troops that are going to be coming in tomorrow. Technically only one, of course, because one of them is a raid troop, but I guess still in a way, nonetheless, it is still two. This one is slightly more relevant because it's actually a pretty good one as far as the raid things are concerned. What it does, it's a red-purple, which does fill some of the gap into Goblins, but it deals damage to an enemy, and if there are a boss, of course, the standard 3 to 5 times damage, but the main relevant part is it automatically gains an extra turn, like every other Goblin pretty much in the game does. It's also, if I'm not mistaken, the only Daemon Goblin, which I don't think is actually relevant in too many situations, but still, Daemons don't normally have too many automatic extra turns. If I'm not mistaken, he might be the only Daemon automatic extra turn at 100% chance, or, 100% chance assuming it's not frozen. But, yeah, that's not too bad. It has Arcane, so it gets a little bit more damage, which is particularly good against the raid stuff. And, yeah, so it's actually worth getting him up to 2 traits. Normally, you wouldn't really bother trading the raid thing, but if you do have the spare trait stones, getting him to his second trait is pretty useful. In most situations, you never really need the final trait for the raid thingy. The main reason for that being that since it's in last slot, you're very rarely ever going to be hitting it specifically with your skulls. In Invasion, it matters a lot more, but in raids, it is pretty irrelevant. Plus, there's plenty of other better things that use red-purple than this thing. But yeah, this will be the new raid troop. Not too bad. As far as compared to most raid troops, that's actually somewhat decent. As far as the other new troop, this one's a little bit of an odd one. I don't know if it's actually going to be better than the Bullet, but if anything is going to be better than it, this is the best early game possible replacement for it. Of course, there's Bullet, which is ultra rare, and, well, basically, there's barely any Devours in the game for newer players. And almost every single Devourer seems to be on brown-yellow for newer players. But still, nonetheless, we have another one for that. It transforms all blues to brown, and it has a 10% chance to devour, and for every single blue that it converts into a brown, it will have, I believe, a 3% higher chance of devouring, unless they're tweaking it for tomorrow. So let's say he converts out 10 blues into brown, then that would end up being 30% extra for a 40% chance to devour. What's interesting about this guy compared to just Bullet is this guy can target absolutely anything on the enemy team, whereas the Bullet it can't really decide. It just automatically moves the team and then goes for the devour on whatever the new first slot is. But yeah, that's a little bit below because it is only going to be able to get on average about a 30% or so devour rate, which is relatively low given that it has no other side effect, but still could have some potential. Only 11 mana costs, and it has a unique trait, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure some other things are going to get in the future, but it gains 1 attack when allies gain an extra turn, which is kind of interesting. It's the first thing to actually gain attack that way. There's things for armor, there's things for HP, but there's no troop that does it on attack or magic yet. He's the first one to get something like that, so he can actually stack up quite a bit of attack just from spam extra turning. He does require 3 arcanes of brown-yellow, so it might be a little bit expensive for newer players. Still towards the cheaper side, but still. 3 arcanes can take a little while when you don't have access to specific explorers and stuff like that. But still, nonetheless, has a lot of potential, and I would definitely advise getting it. Oh, wait, never mind. Brown-yellow is not going to be that hard to get. What am I saying? You'll be able to get him with glory. So never mind. You just need to buy 3 of him, and boom, you got him ready to go. Plus, that'll be enough to... oh, no, it won't be. He's ultra rare. So, yeah, if you get like 6 copies of him, that'll be enough to trade him, and it will get him up to epic rarity. So, and that would cost 1,500 glory, which most people probably have sitting around. But yeah, that's basically the new guy coming in. Will he be particularly useful? No, he's mainly just kind of an early game, mid-game thing if you don't have other Devours. But we definitely need more early game Devours, though I really wish they would have made it literally any color other than brown-yellow. Due to, I believe, every ultra-rare below option that has Devour is pretty much brown-yellow. And the ones that don't are just so situational that you would never really use them. But anyways, that's what's coming in. It's a nice start. Not really going to fill the gap as much, though, due to its coloration. But at least they're adding more Devour options for early game. Because there's a gigantic lack of them. That is for sure. But yeah, hello everyone. Hello Danny. Hello Xmoss. Hello Derek. Hello Sai. Hello War. Hello Jesse. Hello Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello Mehmet. Hello Analyst. Hello Painting. Welcome everyone. So let's get into Guild Wars now. Now that we're done with going over this. Let's see what the Guild Wars is like. So far, we've done Guild Wars on every color day with the new Doom Skull / Pet, except for Blue Day. So we'll see exactly how this goes. And it seems we've been averaging about 250,000 points per thing. But that's mainly because we're in bracket 3, so it's a little bit easier. I actually don't think we're in top 2 right now. We're actually in 4th, but we are 1 person away. Actually, I'm like 2 battles away just from taking 2nd. So we should be able to hold 2nd, I believe. Assuming everyone else in my guild does their battles. Because we still have several people that haven't. We're at 120 out of 150. Are there any additional ones beyond that? No. No one hasn't done it for multiple times, so yeah, we might make it. I'm not sure. It depends how many battles they have. There's no way to check how many battles any of these people have. The only person we could check is the person we're up against, which is Heroes United, which isn't really that useful to us because they're all the way in dead last. So that gives me no information whatsoever. If we were up against like Matchmatchers or something today, or Light Army, that would be a little bit more representative on how close we are. But yeah, we should be able to make it into bracket 2 again. We seem so close, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, let's get into that. Attack, fight, blue day. And, oh yeah, did we have an alternative that we were going to use this week? Wasn't there someone... Pretty sure someone mentioned something. I don't think it was for blue day. The current blue day that we have is already pretty good at the moment. Farce Troll, Azura, Dawnbringer using Titan Hero class, which we already have set. And a Christina X, or I believe we already have it set, unless I changed it earlier. Now we have it set to Titan, which is exactly what we need. So let's get into this then. We basically just go for Rush Farce Troll, Kraken to hold down the team, Azura for disable and to keep spamming them, and we just kill them off with the very heavy Dawnbringer. And we are getting that unique bonus again, which is, I believe, armor from the Krabby. So yeah, that's not really going to be helping us too much, but hey, it's a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. He is running Kraken, but we can deny Alice colors whenever we need. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Peter. Much appreciated. Hello, Marcelo. Welcome. And hello, Lovie and Steve. Welcome, welcome. Does extra turn in the case mean any extra turn for only the 4x 5x matches? No, it means 4x 5x matches. It does not mean any extra turn. Or wait, did he specifically say extra turn on this card? Hold up. Pretty sure it means 4x 5x. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. You're correct. It does say specifically extra turn, not any extra turn. Oh, okay, that might trigger in one of two different ways. I didn't think about that. You are correct. It might trigger based on the specific act of a troop doing their extra turn ability, and it might only trigger on that. Or it might trigger on both whenever they do their ability, or when you take an extra turn off the board. But yeah, we'll have to see. I didn't see that specific wording. You are correct. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. There's no way to really tell yet, because there's currently no trait that's even remotely like that. Yeah, I didn't notice that slight wording difference. But yeah, it's not 4x 5x. It's specifically whenever an ally does an extra turn. So I'd assume that would be like Goblins and stuff then. Which, given the entire kingdom is Goblins, that shouldn't be too hard to do in most situations. Oh, I was hoping he would go down. That's bad. Luckily, he mostly missed. We're not frozen on green either, so we'll go and get that. Clear out pretty much the entire board. Get rid of something that he needs. I guess we take a purple... We're not frozen on red, right? Never mind, let's go grab that. I need to cascade into an extra turn somehow. I think we take away purple, and I believe that is red extra turn. 3, 1, 1... never mind, it won't be. Actually, I believe I'm giving a 5x red if I do that. Because that red will be there. That red will be there. And that red will be there. Yep, that's a 5x red for him. That we don't want to do. Yellow doesn't do anything. Brown gives us nothing. Wait, what is yellow? No, yellow's still nothing. All of them are bad. Let me double check this purple. So it goes down by 3. If only it would have only been 2, but it goes down by 3. So it goes down there. Oh, but this one will go down too. But he still gets a 4x red. Oh, no, 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 no. If that goes down, then we get a red. Okay, you know what? I'm actually doing it. Oh, never mind. It was a 5. Never mind. I was right the first time. It was a 5x. Shouldn't have double guessed it. Oh, well, it doesn't matter much. We throw Dawnbringer down, and there we go. We did take a little bit of extra point damage there, but oh well. Yeah, I was right the first time. It was a 5x. Okay. Well, we're up against Drain Spam. We have Entangle, though, so as long as he doesn't hit 4x, 5x, we're fine. If he hits 0 damage, he doesn't get to drain our mana. We can also one-turn our mana, so he shouldn't be able to get rid of that starting mana from us. So we'll just go take a brown, and we got it immediately. Unfortunately, there's only 7 greens. What are you gonna do in drop table? Or wait, what's gonna be in the drop table next week? Event key drop table. The only thing that's gonna be worth going for is basically a grapple pot. There's gonna be a grapple pot in the event key drop table. Other than that, if you already own a grapple pot, or if you think you don't need a grapple pot, I would not bother spending event keys. It would be a good week to go and probably start saving up your event keys, since most people probably threw out almost all their keys this week to get the New Kingdom stuff, which I would highly advise still doing if you haven't already. But Yeah, I would just say save your keys next week. Unless you're specifically looking to make that really strong goblin team. That's the only thing you would bother spending the keys for. Okay, good. I didn't give him a skull or anything. He didn't get a skull. I want to cast this, but we don't have anywhere to do it. That is worth going for, so we'll just take, I guess, a red there. There's Scion. I think I might just keep holding and just take, like, yellow or something. So we'll do that. Go drain our mana, and now we just need to go get it right back up. Okay, that's really bad. He has Rag, and I have not gotten a skull on him yet. I could try cascading it, but best thing here will just be to take a standard skull to entangle him. And good, he didn't really explode too much, so that's helpful for us. We'll just go and poke it. It's entangled. We'll re-entangle it. Let me take that first. Again, barely any greens. We don't have anything to really work around with that. This team doesn't have board clear until we get Azura up. Ooh, that famine is not good. That is actually really bad. I think we just take another skull and don't take any mana this turn. Oh, as I take mana, because I took the Doom Skull. Well, at least it did slightly better damage, but we'll go take this other skull. He'll go and take a skull for himself, which will hit us decently now that he's not entangled. And he's going to get another Rag down, and again, I actually can't stop that. So we'll just take this, get to full mana. Hopefully we'll have alignment at least, if nothing else. Nope, not really. We'll just go and hope we get lucky. And if we miss, we give him full mana, which would not be good. We could take some blues here, or just go for the double green. Or explode it right now. Problem with exploding is he's going to probably get famine off it. Okay, he gets a skull, and he gets death for the kill. Well then, that's not good. A repeat of yesterday, where we keep randomly losing one trip. And there goes famine again. We're easily in a place where we could lose this battle. Gotta be really careful. I'm leaning towards brown down into remove something. Because I don't believe there's any way to actually turn off that. We could if that red... Oh, whoa, we got the green. Never mind, we can do it off of green. Even though that's one of the colors we need. Is there any other color that does it? No, only green. So we'll actually go remove green here. Get that. We didn't need the mana, but we did need the hit. We have that thing summoned now. He's going to get a famine. It kills anything it touches unless it hits KrissTigger or the first slot we just created. So we'll move that over. That'll kill that. Hey! Aw, Doomskull, why? Luckily, we still have KrissTigger. Let's see. Do I need to go bring out the 4x KrissTigger teams? Haven't done that for ages. Could you imagine? What do we need? We'll go and I guess just get Dawnbringer up. Throw that down. I do need one more KrissTigger before the battle ends, though. So let me try taking green. Didn't get it, of course. We'll take another red here. He'll go and Death Mark us. Oh! Wait. We're dead. He's going to split damage kill. He might even kill KrissTigger right here. We didn't get mana quick enough. I need an extra turn right now to have any chance to win this. Because we need Dawnbringer to full mana into extra turn. And there's no realistic way to do it. We could take the red and hope for triple brown. We could take this yellow and hope for triple brown. Or we could take this yellow and just hope for all these cascades to do something somehow. Which I believe is actually our best bet. Though it gives him a guarantee 5x purple. But since he already has full mana, that doesn't really matter. Or never mind, that's not a 5x purple for him. But still, I think this is our best bet. So we'll do that. Skull, please. No! If we would have taken that skull, we could... Oh, good. It lived with 3 HP. We still have this. Now I just need to get it to full mana. And we'll be fine. We'll let him... as long as this doesn't go down to Death Mark, we win. Or probably win. Actually, there's still a chance that he could win off of Death if he gets enough mana as well. So we'll take the blue here. That's a cast for next turn. And now we get rid of... I do not want to get rid of green, even though that does give us a free skull. I might actually just take that skull. Because we are up against the clock to get mana before both of them. Including Famine. I need to kill Famine before he casts. Because if he kills last slot, we lose. Oh, of course, he would get full mana there. Well then, plan B. What is plan B? I think it is remove green. And try for the Cascade. Because that gives a... Oh no, but that gives him mana. I don't need him having mana. He doesn't have a means of mana drain, so that's not going to be helpful. I need to make sure I also don't give him that Doom Skull there, because then he'll get a kill into another kill. Because he'll probably just take the ability, kill that, go for the other one, and then we are left with just this little guy. He won't be death marked, so maybe we could win off of just that, but it'd be very unlikely. Especially since he has such a big boost ratio off of that. What is that damage? That's, actually, I should probably know what that is. That's a 109... 33, 77. It has 77 damage on him, which isn't enough to kill our summon if we were to just make one summon, but it would be with one skull follow-up. We're trying to figure out what on earth we need here. There's no way we can drop into a mana that we actually need. I'm thinking we just go and remove purple, but we need purple for these. I can't remove green, I can't remove blue, I can't remove purple. Yellow gives them chance for skull, but probably wouldn't be too bad. Brown... Actually, you know what? Brown is fine. It probably gives them a skull up here, but we have a chance of taking a skull too. And because of that brown right there, it shouldn't give him that Doom Skull in any way that he can use it. So I think brown is the way we go for. Reds? What does red specifically do here? The problem is that gives him Doom Skull right there. Is the biggest problem with doing red. Because these both stay in their same location, plus that moves down by 1. Because there's 1/1, and then he's just going to go and get a Doom Skull there. Unless this is an extra turn, but I don't see any extra turn off of red. He gets a yellow extra turn there. He gets a Doom Skull there. And then he kills us with Famine. Red will set up an extra turn on the bottom? Where? Where is this move of which you guys see? With yellow? No, it won't. Yellow, 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 yellow. It doesn't automatically extra turn when we cast this. It'll set him with an extra turn. It won't set up us up with one. Where is it? I don't see it. That's for him, if we do it on red. I mean on purple. Oh, wait, you said purple. My bad. Wait, no, never mind. You said red. That doesn't extra turn, though. That'll be a yellow there, 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 and there. Oh, you mean, yeah. So we'll just go on the, What was I just saying? Which one was I saying was the better one? Let's see. It was, brown. No, it wasn't brown. Yes, it was brown. So yeah, I'm still sticking with brown then. Which will bring that there. We have a scroll chance there. And that'll probably be our best bet. So we'll do it on brown. That's the final verdict. Also, hello, Traylon, and hello, Marco. So that is our final answer. We shall go brown. What is the results? That kind of worked. Okay, we'll go and we can take a Doom Skull. That'll give him some mana. That'll kill Famine, which is probably the most important part of all that. So we'll go do that. It gives him a Skull Distract too, which in this case is actually good because he only has 12 attack, so he's not getting anywheres against that. So we'll do that. Because he's going to get a Skull Distract because all this is going to explode, and that's going to be a skull, skull, and skull when it moves. So I think that's what we'll do for that. Oh, and we get an extra turn outfit. Perfect. We get a 7 or 8 blues if he has higher magic, which he does by 2. And as long as it's at least 1 higher, then it works. So I guess we skull. We let him take that skull because it gives us a red extra turn. We take this one just because it doesn't. And that will do some damage. Then he'll give us that red extra turn. Then we throw down our ability, take that yellow, or we take this red, we take that yellow, hopefully get a skull and then kill it with that or something like that. So that's the game plan. So we'll do that. Oops, that ruined my plan slightly with the cascade. But never mind, it's enough to kill him off the red. Before I do though, I'm actually not going to take that. What I'm going to do is not cast my ability either. I'm going to kill him off of KrissTigger, because if we do this, we save just ever so slightly more of our points by getting a summon. I won't be able to get max amount of summons, but I do want to get at least one more back on my team before we end this battle. Ideally, we do it in a way that won't backfire in any way. He'll take that skull next turn, nothing I can do to stop that. Because if I take the skull, I win the battle, and I actually don't want to win the battle right now. So we'll just move that over. He'll do that, and then we KrissTigger anything. Or almost anything. As long as there's at least 6 of it on the board. Don't accidentally click a color that isn't. So we'll go on that, and that's match. And I just did that for the summons to preserve just ever so slightly our points that we pretty much just got obliterated on. But there we go. On to the next one. Lamprey, really? This was the other one I was kind of mentioning that is like so situational that you'd almost never use it. But it is an early game Devourer, but it's only 30% and it's only on blues. It's a bit of a weird one and you'd probably never actually really need it. Also odd that he's using Sunbird. If I'm not mistaken, Sunbird does count for points for the enemy team. So him casting Sunbird's actually pretty helpful for me. So hopefully he'll cast it. We'll need to kill Lamia pretty quick. Lamia actually is a really big threat as well. She does 2 times damage, or what is it, 2 times or 3 times? Yeah, 2 times damage to blues. And that's enough true damage to... never mind. It's only enough true damage to one-shot my KrissTigger, so that's not too big a deal. Unless it does decide to go for KrissTigger. Yeah, let's get into it then. Hello, Jeffrey! For the team, are you using, for this Guild War, can you replace Dawnbringer with? Normally, if it was a normal team, I would say Kraken, but you can't use Kraken on Blue Day, unfortunately. I guess a second KrissTigger. You can get away with double KrissTigger. You can also get away with quad KrissTigger. But yeah, you can go Forest Troll, Azura, or actually go Forest Troll, KrissTigger, Azura, KrissTigger if you're going to go down that route. But yeah, just double up the KrissTigger. You could even solo Green and Blue Day with KrissTigger if you really wanted to. It doesn't score the best, but it is winnable with it. If you had nothing else to use. Of course, you would need that many copies of it, but still, if you have it, you would only need to trait one troop. But yeah, I'd probably just say a second KrissTigger and then just reorder them. Can we cascade into red or, red, yellow, or that's it? Can we cascade into red or yellow? I don't believe we can. So let me get rid of brown then. I think that gives him a skull distract there. Yes, it does. Except he didn't go for it. Oh, it also gave him an extra turn. That's not good. Luckily, he doesn't have anything too annoying here, unless he kills KrissTigger. That's the only bad thing he could do. I want that yellow, but it gives him green extra turn, which could give him a Devour chance, so I'm not going to go for that. I think the best bet might be purple to purple at this point, so we'll try for the green here. Might get some red here, too, to use. Oh, it would! Okay, that's actually really bad. We automatically lose points now. Too bad we couldn't get a barrier up in time. At this point, we might as well just go to the Azura. He better not get that Devourer. We are in trouble if he does. A lot of trouble. I forget if he triggers Devour first or Damage first. I'm pretty sure he triggers Devour first, so I'm actually going to throw this now. That should give us immunity to it. Did that just do it? Yeah, I think it did. That would have just been a Devour. Good thing I used Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer just kept us alive. Wait, let me repeat that on the stream. Yep, it did. You can tell that he devoured because it removed my barrier, and then he still did damage. The Devour triggers first, which triggered on the barrier, and then he did his damage. So, if we didn't barrier there, we actually would have lost our first lot. So, yay. But yeah, on most troops, particularly single targets, they do trigger Devour prior to damage. So do keep that in mind. The only few exceptions to this is Kraken, and I believe one other troop. I forget what it was off the top of my head. But Kraken and one other thing do their damage first, then their Devour. But every other Devourer does their Devour first and then their damage. Why they all aren't the same, I do not know. But that is the way it is. Alright, let's go and take the purple. Go for an explosion. Actually, how many greens do we have? 11? Wait, what do we have that even needs green, though? KrissTigger died, so I don't even need to use them. We might as well just keep going into Dawnbringer. And that's exactly enough to kill out his Sunbird, so I am going to do that. So we'll hit with that. That gives us a hit. And now we just go and do this into a cast or this into a skull. Ooh. He better not get a summon. I can't stop him. It's not going to hurt our points too much. If anything, it might even help our points just from attacking this little thing. But we'll go take all that purple. I guess we'll take a skull into trying to get Dawnbringer. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to explode the board. We'll do that. That gives us Dawnbringer. And now we just have to double poke it. So we'll do that. And then hit it again. Actually, we'll need to hit it 2 more times. So we'll leave that there, so we'll go for it. Please do HP. Okay, that is not HP. That is a good stat to reduce, but not in this situation. I'm actually going to cast this just to get rid of the board. In hopes for some skulls, which we do not get. And I guess we'll move that, because there's no point in keeping it there. Then clear the board. Again, we hit a stat that we don't need to do. That was attack that time. So we'll just take a purple. Throw another Azura. Please! He's gonna get a kill at this rate. He's gonna get a kill at this rate. We'll go take a skull. 1 HP, no poison, no nothing to kill him with. Well, I guess get Azura up and hit it with anything. He's seriously gonna get another hit before I actually knock it out. Yeah, let me double the green and hope we get lucky. There we go. Took it long enough. We'll go move that over. Well, a little bit shaky today. Actually surprised. Normally this team does pretty good. I might need to revamp back into one of the older green teams. I thought this would be pretty good with Doomskulls too, since we already would have to be taking Forest Troll a bunch. Interesting Divine team. He's he's pretty much just using a standard quick Divine team. Not the sturdier one, but the quicker version of it. What's pretty nice though is Barrier's good against everything except Divine or Spala. Well, I guess Infernus too, in a way. It depends how Infernus distributes his damage. But for the most part, at least Ketris will be able to negate out everything he does just with a Divinish Bala. So if we can get him to waste his turn and mana that way, that'd be nice. Do you recommend using Orbs of Wisdom to trait or save them for Power Orbs? Oh, definitely use them to trait. You would use them mainly to trait Legends and Mythics, particularly Mythics. But you could use them for Legends as well. You would use it for the second and third trait on Legends and second and third traits on Mythics. And that's the only thing you should ever throw them on. Preferably Mythics because you get better value out of them, but you might not have that many Mythics. So depending on how many Orbs you have relative to the number of Mythics, you might just want to throw them on Legends instead. But yeah, I definitely don't suggest creating Power Orbs. I'm not even bothering going for Power Orbs. And I have everything in the entire game. They're just really bad value. Okay, let's go and double green here. It's actually a really good board for it, so it shouldn't miss. I'm tempted to take this, but it depends what alignment it has. Which I don't believe it actually does have any, unless I give it to it here. But I don't believe I am. I'm tempted to actually remove green here. Because that's one of the colors it needs too. I'm not sure if that's an extra turn or not. I don't believe it actually is, but it does give us a lot of value. And I think it even kills out first slot, or pretty close to it. Yeah, it kills out first slot. Ooh, Ketris, why did he have to do that so early? I didn't get Dawnbringer up yet. Okay, two things we could do. Well, first, does he have alignment? If he does, then we explode the board. If he doesn't, then we don't. I think I take this, and we should be okay. I don't think he's getting it. Oh, no. It's all the way in the bottom there. Oh, wait. I can't even use this to deny that either. Oh, we're in a bit of a problem here. I have no way of removing these two reds. There is nothing on the entire board that does that. So I think we throw this and hope we land an extra turn. That is not an extra turn. That is bad if he throws Divinish Bala. We actually lose. Okay. Well, that didn't make the situation much better. Okay, where are we? We'll take a skull into the red. And then see what we could do with a KrissTigger. So we'll move that down. And I guess we get rid of green. Still want to get rid of red, but I don't think there's any guarantee extra turn chance if we take away red. But green is one of the colors she needs, but it's also one of the colors we need. But we'll do it on green here. Guarantee extra turn. And I guess we take this. I think that moves away enough that he won't get extra turn skull if he goes for it. It also gives us a kill, though then again, so does Dawnbringer. Biggest issue here is if you cast Ketris, I think we lose. How much damage is that? Calculation time. It does a 2-to-1 boost ratio based on his attack, life, armor, and all that. So it's everything except his magic, basically. So if we go add that up, that is 34, yeah, it's probably enough damage. 34, 123. That comes out to, well, I think we just lost one. It's amazing that when I'm in bracket 3, we do the absolute worst than we have in, like, ever, pretty much. I don't know if it's the Doom Skulls or we're just having a bad week or what, but... 157 divided by 2 is 80 or 78. Plus 31 is 109. Half of that is 50... Oh, that's not enough to kill. Okay, with that being said, it will not be enough. It's 50-something, which will mean we'll survive with, like, 1 HP. Because we're burning right now. So, the game plan here is we can take the kill, and, yeah, we go for the kill, and, yeah, he will not kill these. It'll bring them very low, and that they'll die in, like, a turn or two. But him throwing Ketris will not actually kill. So we'll move this over. Okay, so we don't die. Of course, he hits, obviously anything he'll target will die there, but whatever the side thing was wouldn't die. The only problem now is we need full mana on that in 2 turns, or he needs to get unburned right now. So, yeah, that's not good. As long as, the good thing here, though, is it doesn't have alignment. So, we have that going for us. We got that one thing. So, we'll be good. No, we won't. We're probably losing here. We'll go and, I guess, take the green. No, I can't. If I take green, he gets extra turn. If I take blue, he gets extra turn. And those are the only 2 colors that are relevant. I guess I could take this red and try for a green. Trying to set up the board in a way that we do get to utilize this after he does it. He gets a guarantee yellow over there. We'll move that over. We only... Next turn is our last turn if we don't get unburned. Oh, he got the skull up there. The double skull. He did quite a bit of damage. We're still burned, too. It will come down to pure luck if we win or not at this point. It comes down to if we cleanse burn is the entirety of this battle right now. If we cleanse burn, we have a chance. If we don't, we instant lose. Because there's no way we're winning with just the single thing. Ooh, that's not what I want to see. Well, he's enchanted too, so there's almost no way we win this. The second he gets full mana, that will most likely be enough to kill us, unless we can apply enough damage to him. So since we're already in a point where we're probably going to lose, I'm going to need to take the riskier moves. So we're going to try for double brown or skull here. Gives him a better chance that he'll actually get a skull there, but yeah, I do want to go for it, because if we get it, there's a lot of value in it. Don't think there's anything else we really need to move around. Didn't get it. At least he didn't get anything weird either. So we're going to move that down. Oh, double skull for the win. We'll take the red, hopefully get extra turn skull, and see if we can actually beat him with one little lizard. We're definitely on a timer, though, because that enchant... If he didn't get enchant there, we actually would have easily won this at this point. Well, hopefully we'll get an extra turn. Come on, luck. Didn't get it. Well, we need 2 hits on him. Oh, and we have to finish it this turn. Well, then. That's not good. So we have to finish this turn. And if we don't, we lose, because he's just going to enchant into full if we don't. Oh, that's not looking good. What's his mana again? 27. Oh no! We can't even create blue! Oh, that's really bad. I can't even create blue, so I can't even go with the random luck of maybe we get it all for our ability. Because I don't create any blue. He only creates blue if there's if the enemy's magic is higher. It doesn't do anything if they're both the same magic. Wow, what a hard counter right there. If we only had 1 less magic! That awkward moment when you're having higher stats is bad. Yeah, this is a loss then. Right here, I'd probably just go for this if we had it, but there's a 0% chance we extra turn off it, so that's not worth doing. And these other ones are basically 0%. We could do this and try getting triple yellow. That's almost near impossible. We could do this and try for double green. That's actually our best chance of even having a slightly remotely even close to getting an extra turn chance is take this and hope we get double green, which is under a 1% chance or something. But it still exists, so we could try it. But I believe that's the end of the line. We lose. Also, wait, what is this damage? Wait. Let's play this out. Maybe it doesn't. How much is damage right now? It's 34, 45, 79. Half of that is 38. Wait, 79. 38. 38 plus 31 is 69. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have enough damage to kill us. Let me recalculate that again. So it's 1 to 2 based on life, attack, and armor. They really need to just have this on the card, just so we know what it is. But yeah, 79. 79 divided by 2 is 39, rounded down. So, oh wait, why am I halving it? I don't need to half it. It's, what am I doing? It's, yes, never mind. I'm doing things wrong. It's 79, half that. It's 38, because it rounds down. Add that to this, and that's 69 is how much damage he does. Which is actually not enough for him to kill me. So the plan here is we cast this, try to get enough purple, and tap him. We both die in next hit, though, so we have to be really careful. So yeah, we live. Ever so barely. Now to find a safe move. This yellow is too dangerous. That yellow instant kills us. This blue is actually safe, but I don't need it. But it might give me a purple, so maybe we take it. I don't want to take this because there's a higher chance that it's in his favor than it is in ours. I'd rather him do it because there's a higher chance we win. Because a skull could appear in either of those 3 locations, but the chance that it specifically appears there is lower than if it was to appear there or there. So we have like double the chance if he goes for it. So let me, I guess, take blue up here. And we also have a yellow extra turn chance, and a purple extra turn chance, and a green extra turn chance. All 3 very unlikely, but they are still there. And it's the closest thing that will not give him any skull. Because if we take this green, he'll get a skull. If we take this, it's a good chance he gets skull. If we take this, good chance he gets skull. And they're just not worth it. So I think we take this blue, because that one knocks down. That'll be there. So skull, skull, skull. This will knock down, so skull, skull, and none of them will be next to each other. I know, I'll see chat in a second. I must focus. This also gives us purple chance as well, which is nice. Though that could give him a skull, but hopefully it won't. But yeah, I think we go for this blue. Seems like the safest move, unless I'm missing something here. Yep, that seems to be the case. Oh, I got purple, nice. And what's the safest move now? For one, we need a purple, but there's nowhere to be seen. I kind of want to deny out green, and it's actually safe to do so, so I think I will go for it. There is a chance I give him an extra turn, but the chance that we get an extra turn is the same as him getting an extra turn, so I think it's fine. And even if he gets it, there's only one, or actually there's 2 chances that he gets a skull, but as long as there's not a yellow there, we should be okay. And if there's a yellow there, we should just, like, instantly win, pretty much. I could take this green into a yellow, too, but that cascades too much. And it gives him a chance he'll win right there with a skull. This board is looking very bad. It's about to shuffle any moment now, too. Neither of us are taking that one over there, either. I'm kind of curious if that will be a skull or not, but again, it's a higher chance that it will be... that whoever takes it will have the better chance of it failing. So I'm not going to go for it. I think we take this yellow, and then he has to take that move. So the moment of truth. Should we have taken it, or should we not have taken it? We'll find out next turn. I don't think there's any other move left on the board other than that. And that will also give us a shuffle then, if that is the case. So, yeah, there's a good chance we'll get a shuffle, which is really nice. But yeah, it'll come down to what happens there. So we'll take this yellow to the left. Oh no, I gave him a move over there. How on earth has no one taken this move yet? I guess we take this blue to the right. Because oh no. I actually take it to the left. Because there's only one location where we could lose with a skull. Whereas here, there's 2 locations we could lose with a skull. So we'll want to do it here. Take this over to the left. Yeah, there's no way we could take purple or anything. So we move this to the left. He'll take yellow if there's no new move over here. Oh, come on! Stop giving him new moves! Oh no! I gotta give him the shuffle. I gotta give him... Oh, I think we just lost. Well, the moment of truth. Should we have taken this ages ago? Because it's the only move left. So would we have won if we would have taken this? Or would he have won? But yeah, this was the move I was trying to avoid, because there's a good chance there'd be a skull there or there. Okay, good. Oh! Oh, come on, we get the shuffle and we don't even get alignment. Ah, that was such an easy way to win right there. Yet it didn't give it to us. All I have to do is not die next turn. I can take this purple. This purple obviously is instant death, so not taking that one. So yeah, we take this purple. Oh no, the blue. Never mind. Well then, never mind. We might still lose. If I deny this red, is it impossible for him to get full mana next turn? I believe that is the case. No, he could take brown right there, but that gives us Doom Skull, so we win. But he could get a brown off the top, or a skull off the top, I mean, which would make him win right there. But I believe our move is take this red. He'll take that brown because he needs it. And as long as he doesn't get a skull right there, we win. And if he does, we obviously lose. So I think that is the game plan, because if we take this purple, we die. If we take that purple, he extra turns, and then we die to those 5 Doom Skulls. And yeah, so we'll take this red. I don't see any extra turns around that could be dropped at 100% chance. Like, we could take this yellow and try there, but that's way too risky. Though if we did get it, we would win. But in the same way, we could just try taking that purple for a 1 in 7 chance to win, but that would be way higher, or way lower of a chance than he would have. He would have a 6 in 7, we'd have a 1 in 7. That doesn't seem like good odds. Even the 1 in 3 earlier would have been a better chance. Okay, we'll go and, yeah, I'm just gonna take this red down. And I think that'll be the best. Okay, good, he just gives us the win. And that's match. So we'll just go and play it safe and take that immediately, and dead. Actually, I could have taken that for a little bit more damage if I would take any other skull. Not like it matters, it was already going to kill it. Well, that was a really annoying battle, but we did indeed win it. Hey, oh, we got another one of those. I thought that was the new one, no. I'm still missing one pet. I did finally get that one, but we're still missing the Coca-Cola bear. So what is our final score? Oh, wait, never mind. That's not even our final battle. Sure felt like it, gosh. Okay, let's try this one more time. Humility, Lady Arnerial, Draculus, and Plague. I almost feel like running a disable for that Kraken. I mean, for that Draculus. Because he is going to get a lot of magic. I don't have a stun for Humility either. And I might feed him too much green. Well then again, we could keep using Dawnbringer to protect ourselves against it. It should be fine. As long as Plague doesn't cast once, we should be okay. So we'll just go into it. Yeah, that match was stressful. I actually like matches like those. Because it makes you actually play the board instead of what you would normally do, which is just explode spam or convert spam to win. Very rarely do you ever get to do that, other than early on in the game. But this late in the game, you basically never do what just happened in that final battle there. Or not the final battle, but the previous battle. Because you never have any need to do a battle like that. Because you just use proper mana generators. In Guild Wars, you can't do that always, or you start losing troops. Of course, if that was a PvP battle, you would have dodged it ages ago. It wouldn't have been worth the time to actually play it out. But we can't do that for Guild Wars. So we'll let him have another skull. It's actually fine if he kills us out. Or you know what, maybe I will hit him once, just to make sure we entangle him. Wish I could take mana by doing so. You know what, I might just go grab the blue here. I'll give him full. I'd rather do that with a brown. Well, he's nowhere near getting full mana on anything. But the biggest issue here is he's probably going to go for a purple. Oh, you know what? We can take a purple to skull. I didn't see that. We'll go grab that. Oh, and it gives us red too, but we already have red. So we'll get a Dawnbringer. Or now we'll get a Dawnbringer. I would take brown to blue if we had it, but we don't. So, yeah, this is probably just Dawnbringer time. You know what? Let's go grab one blue before we do. Like, all the way over here or something. Maybe skull distract him. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, but he gave us one. Is it worth going for? I think it is, just to get Humility killed already. We definitely want Humility to go down as quickly as possible so he doesn't magic feed him. There's nothing worse than a Draculus with like 60 lifesteal when you don't have a single mana drain on your team. Okay. Well then. Do we double green or do we wait till he does it? I think we wait till he does it. So we'll do that. Oh, he landed it. That's bad. Luckily that doesn't do any damage, but he still gains the heal. So we'll go and throw that down. Hopefully it doesn't miss. And it doesn't. Perfect. And can we drop that? No, we cannot. Oh, so let me go check chat. Sorry, guys. I was like so focused on that previous battle. Let's see. Let me go back some. My bad, guys. I was just focusing so much on the previous battle. You're a new player and you started playing today and you opened a key and you got a yellow card named Glaceon. Very nice. Is that good? Very, very good. Yes, that's actually really lucky to get it just from a random key like that. It's one of the better troops in the game right now. It was just added like a week ago. But yes, Doom Skulls in general are really good. Best troop that you can get that's early on in the game that you probably have accessible pretty soon if you don't already have it is Monkey Disciple. It ends up creating yellow and red mana, and those yellow and red manas will be able to go and feed into your Glaceon. Not specifically his manas that he needs, but both of his converts are yellow and red related, so you'd be able to get really good value out of doing that. But yes, that's actually a really good card. Definitely hold on to it and use it for pretty much every one of your teams. Just get it some good mana generators and you'll be good to go. Monkey Disciple, I think I did a team on it earlier too. But like Monkey Disciple, Goblin Rockets, the Ice Goblins, stuff like that. If you have any of those kind of things, synergize pretty well with it. Hello, 5 Laptop. Can you recommend using Orbs of Wisdom to trait... Oh, never mind, I already answered that earlier. How did I miss the other question then? But yes, do not use Orbs to get Orbs of Power. It's a complete waste of resources. The new Mythic that's coming in has the same colors as Guard's Avatar. Could you simulate 1 or 2 teams you think will be good with him, please? Guard's Avatar and that new troop function completely different, though. The point of Guard's Avatar is to win in one single cast. The point of the new troop is to use a single target to almost kill a troop, and then clean it up with the troop to do a double kill. They both play out completely differently and don't get used even remotely in the same team, so it'd be hard to actually simulate what it would be like using a Guard's Avatar, because neither of them are used even remotely the same, even though they're the exact same color. Let's see. Why didn't you use Dawnbringer to put barrier up? In which situation? I probably should have. I probably am overthinking most of the battles. Let's see. Just started playing, low on cards, but built a fun Goblin team. Yes, Goblins tend to be pretty good. Goblins also getting a bonus next week too. Hero with Ice Goblin, Bugbear, and Rocket sounds pretty nice. Bugbear isn't really that commonly used, but it's still perfectly fine to use if you don't have other options. You got 10 event keys from DK bundle? Oh yeah, the Death Knight bundle. Should you save them for Goblins next week or use them this week? Oh, Blue, Phoenix, you should use them this week. The drop table is actually better this week than it is next week. The two new legends that came in this week are way better than what you'll have next week. This week is Glaceon and King Bloodhammer, both of which create Doom Skulls, which are pretty much the best mechanic in the game right now. Next week, you would have the chance of getting Grapple Pot and Goblin King. Goblin King is pretty much useless, and Grapple Pot is only good if you have Nomen Brothers plus Fizzbang. There are a few other teams that you could use it in, but it's nowhere near as useful as what's currently in the drop table. So yeah, I would say throw it down this week. And if nothing else, even if you don't get anything good off the 10 event key specifically, as far as like higher rarity stuff, you'll still get more copies of Ice Goblin, if nothing else. So that will at least make it easier to ascend. So even if you get bad drops, you'll still get decent drops. But yeah, I would say use it this week, not next week. I'm probably going to be throwing it on my other account too, the event keys I currently have on it. Might be recording that later tonight, if I am going to be doing that. How am I so good? I'm not that good at the game. Probably about average or slightly above average. But I have been playing it for 3 years, so I should be at least decent, I would hope, after that amount of time. The new mythic that's coming out with the same colors. I already answered your thing, Marcelo. But, yeah, Guard's Avatar plays completely different than the new mythic. So I wouldn't actually be able to show it that well by doing it in there. But it's a pretty standard premise. You just put a almost one-shot troop in your team. Like, let's say, like a Bonnie Rose or... you know, anything that's supposed to do like 100 or so damage to an enemy, and then you use that mythic to clean it up. That's basically what you use it for. I can't show that with Guard's Avatar because he's meant to distribute his damage and spread it, which is very different than what the new mythic is doing. Well, we'll go and what do we need for the Christine X? Anything good here? I think we could take blue and try for the green extra turn. Okay, well, at least we get some green mana, if nothing else. We'll go grab all that from the top. Throw down another Christine X if it surges. Good. And anything worth taking here. We could take red extra turn, or go into red into another red. Oh, never mind. Well, I guess it gives us another red chance. But really unlikely that would really get anything more than that out of it. How much damage are you? 40! Okay, I need to go get Dawnbringer up. When did that happen? Let's see. Yeah, Humility gave it way too much magic. That's mainly from us constantly hitting it, but wow. That is a bit more than I thought he was actually currently at. What'd I get rid of? I kind of want to do it on yellow just because of the cascade we get from it, but that will lead into us not having yellows to use. Not to mention we're killing the thing he has that uses yellow, so it wouldn't actually make too much sense to kill yellow even though it's good for board control. I think we could Skull Distract. We could remove green, which is another color we need, but... it would give him 2 locations to Skull Distract off of, meaning he likely won't take mana. So I think I'm actually going to do that. I don't think it backfires in any way. No. Looks fine. So we'll go get rid of green. It is one of the colors we technically kind of need, but it's fine. Oh, that does give him a free skull there, but he leaves the Doom Skull available, so we'll go grab that. Well, does it give us full mana on anything? No. You know what? We might just take full mana for Dawnbringer and do it that way. That or throw the skull now. You know what? I am going to throw the skull now, because if he goes for skull, that entangles him. Oh, never mind. I forgot. This thing has... this was actually added in the most recent patch. She has Wood Ancestry, or the previous patch, I should say. And it actually has immune to Entangle. Of course, the one time I try using the Entangle mechanic. Nope, sorry, immune. Okay, that's not too big a deal, though, actually. It might mean we might lose our Forest Troll, but it has no consequence on the actual winning of the battle, I don't think. So we'll throw that down. And now we just hope this gets lucky. Oh, at least the Skull distracted. But yeah, I think we just go into a Skull Red, and then take 1 more mana the following turn. The only problem here is I think he gets a Draculus, but the only thing Draculus kills is Forest Troll. So he doesn't actually get anything out of it other than that. Oh, he didn't Surge, and he gets a Poke, but he's dead anyways. Do we double green? Well, I guess he's going to be dead next turn, so why not? We'll give it a shot. Okay, we did get it. Ooh, that actually worked out decently. Please, Christine X, win us this turn. We need a win right now before he gets another turn somehow. If we remove green, that does nothing. If we remove purple, that does the yellow, but that's not extra turn. Where's our highest chance to extra turn off of removing something? I believe it is purple. Where will these things be? It'll be 3 down, 1 down, stay or 4 down actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Stays there. Oh, never mind. Those won't be anywhere near each other. I was trying to do it off the blue. Where will other things be? Let's see the green. Green just gives him a yellow extra turn. That's about it. I guess imagine you think brown might be the better one then. Oh no, but there's not one right there. If there's a brown right there, that would actually be okay to go for. Red does give him Skull Distract. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Actually, brown does. So maybe brown's the option here. Because oh wait. I just realized. Do we have enough damage to kill him? Yes, we do. What am I doing? We can go and just go and hit, wow. We can just go hit anything that has 12, which is green or purple. So yeah, we can just do that instead. So I guess we get rid of purple then. Or green, actually. No, purple, because we get Dawnbringer mana. So we get rid of purple. That will be 6 additional damage. That's 35. That's enough to kill. And then we just go and poke him. I don't know why I just didn't do that in the first place. Didn't realize that was enough damage. Oh, he would get that kill right at the end. Really? Plague, stop. What are you doing? He's going to get a whole nother cast, too. We'll go do that, and dead. Of course he would get that kill right at the end. That is going to be a horrible score. Wouldn't be surprised if it's under 9,000. Let's see. Ah, it is. That was our worst one all week. 8,000, or other than the ones that we lost, but the ones that we actually won every single battle. That was the worst one of them. 8,950. That is quite pitiful. But oh well, or at least for this late in the game. But yeah, we're currently only 2,000 away from taking first, and as long as we're first or second, doesn't matter if we take first in this bracket. But as long as we're first or second, we move back to bracket 2, where we should have been. But yeah, we were missing 2 people the other week, which is why we dropped down. But yep, we'll be back in bracket 2, and hopefully we'll stay in bracket 2. Should be able to. Normally we'd score, I think, about 1 for 50,000, which would be right where Martha's Guardians is, if we were to have done that. So yeah, we're pretty much mid-range bracket 2 at the moment. If we all get back there, that is. What should you do with your guild seals? There's only one thing to ever use them on, and that is on guild keys. You should only ever throw down guild keys at the end of the week when your guild has gotten very progressed on the little guild things. If you go under your guild and click over to guild again, and then click over to seals, this thing over here, this number right here, every single person in your guild can get a maximum of 1,500 seals per week. And all these various tasks, like logging in daily, doing PvP battles, doing any battles, treasure hunts to a certain amount, perfect arenas, which is winning it 8 times, stuff like that, all gives you a various amount of seals. And then you just claim them, and every single person get up to 1,500 per week. And this is just the cumulative number of all the seals accumulated in your guild. And this over here is basically what the drop table will be like, depending on how far your guild has progressed in a given week. So if your guild is at 10,000 total, you'd be able to have all the way out of every single rarity. And then if it was 20,000, it's basically like half a glory key. And then at 40,000, it's like half of a gem key. The reason I say half is because all, it actually says it down here, 50% of all the drops within these key drop tables are actually guardians. So until you have every single guardian to 4 copies of Mythic, which isn't happening anytime soon, that doesn't happen till late game. But basically half your drops will be guardians instead of these rarities. So yeah, 20,000 is basically half a glory key, and 40,000 is basically half a gem key. And you'd want to wait till more towards the end of the week, because you'd want everyone in your guild to have already claimed their seals. So yeah. So normally, as a newer player, you'd most likely only hit about 10,000. Ideally, you'll want to be waiting till at least 20,000 before you use them. And later in the game, if you're like level 500 plus or 1,000 plus, you generally want to be in guilds that are hitting 40,000 every week, so you get the best value out of them whenever you're bound to use them. You can also just hoard them for ages on end and just wait until you get into a better guild. Like to just hold them for months, and then once you finally get into a better guild, use them all at once. They have like a 40k thing. Or you can even just go and see if a guild would take you for a moment. Because even if you just go and randomly join a guild that has 40,000 and then go use all of them, you would be able to do that. So if you knew of a guild that'd be able to accept you for like 1 minute, and then you go in there, go use all of your guild keys, and then go back to whatever your normal guild would be. I don't know of any guilds that actually do that as a service or anything, but yeah, you could technically do that if you really wanted to. But yeah, you just basically throw them down at the end of the week on like a Saturday or Sunday. Or you could save them for when like a new mythic or something comes out to try to throw them to try to get it. If your guild is not hitting 40k seals, yeah, pretty much just save them until you find a guild that does. I generally use it on my other account when it's at 20,000, just because it's, as a newer player, it can be pretty hard to get into a 40,000 seal guild, so it's not really worth it all the time. Also, whoever was mentioning that Glaceon early as a newer player, didn't I do a really cheap team earlier? Yes, this one. This was the really cheap team I was referring to earlier. I did it in my teams video. But yeah, I don't know if you're still here. Actually, I believe it was Jeffrey, if I'm not mistaken. But Glaceon, Ice Goblin, Monkey Disciple, and Goblin Rocket. You said you had Glaceon, and all these other troops are ultra rares. And if you use those 10 event keys, there's actually a chance you get Glaceon from it. I mean, a Ice Goblin from it, if you don't already have one. And Monkey Disciple is a not an ultra. It's actually only a rare. My bad. So it's even easier to obtain. And this creates yellow and red. It gives the HP buff. What's mainly relevant about it's the yellow-red, because everything this thing converts is blue to yellow and red to Doom Skulls. So both its converts are based on those two colors. And Goblin Rocket is here not only just to use the red and yellow that you create off the Monkey Disciple, but also because it's really good board control. It explodes. That means you gain 70% of the mana. You get to destroy a 3/3, and or explode a 3/3. Destroy means you would gain all of it. This is explode though, so you only gain 70% of it. And it gains an automatic extra turn, similar to the Ice Goblin, which also automatically gains an extra turn. And Ice Goblin is also the best easy to obtain freeze in the entire game. Cheapest one you can get. And if anyone hasn't done that yet, do make sure to do that. If you haven't gotten Ice Goblin yet, if you throw down like 5 to 10 event keys, you should be able to get one. He's the cheapest freeze in the game. Next cheapest would be an Epic at Ice Golem, and the next one after that would basically be Queen Mab fully traded, essentially. We'll go through that explosion. See if we have a Glaceon here. Don't believe we do, but we could go use Goblin Rocket to go and get ourselves the alignment. Never mind, we do have alignment. So grab that. And double check what we have from here. Guess we'll go for some explodes. Keep clearing out the board. I don't think we have anything here. It's also really easy to actually land those extra turns since we'll have a lot of Doom Skulls on it. Or not extra turns, but those explosions. Because if one explosion leads into another explosion, you're just going to basically clear out the whole board with that. Which is kind of cool when it does that. Okay, do we have any ways that we could go and extra turn this? I do not see any guarantee ways to set it up. Though maybe I'll spot one. But it is not looking like we have it. So I think I'm just going to go and take some standard damage then. And do it all the way in the corner. Grab all that. And yeah, we're just going to have to throw one of our abilities. Because I don't think we're going to get what we need as far as things aligned next to each other. Guess we could take this green to his skull. We don't actually need the green, but we do need to get it off the board since we don't use it. That gives us purple as well. Though we currently don't need that mana since we already have it. I'll just take it anyways. Oh, we extra turned off the top there. That was pretty lucky. So we'll go take that. And that gives us a slightly better board. Just clear out the board with that. Oh, I should have taken that skull there first. But luckily we gained all of our mana back. So we'll do that again. Take our blue. Take that Doom Skull there. And yeah, we haven't had a need to actually throw this yet. It will make sure that we can keep healing up as well. But we'll go throw it now. It misses. It does miss quite a bit, but it is still worth going for. So we'll go for that. I'll get everything right back up. We need his mana to be to full. I don't think we need a Goblin Rocket yet, so we'll just throw that in there. Now we might. Let's see if we can set this up in any way. No. Yes. Yes, kind of. We can go do it right there. And then that'll be an extra turn right there. Okay, and then we just go for this, and that should pretty much be match. Take the blue, throw it down again. Take that for free. Throw down another Glaceon. Come on, does he not have a single skull anywheres, really? Okay, we'll just take this manually, and down it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much what the team looks like. And it's relatively cheap other than the Glaceon. But you said you already had the Glaceon, so the rest is easy to obtain. What is a good team on Blue Day to counter a defense team with Undyne? What's a good team on... Oh yeah, you know what? We actually weren't up against a single Undyne today, were we? The team we were using would have actually been really bad against Undyne. I don't think they have immune... Undyne teams have immune to freeze. You could go in the Ice Goblin team. I didn't bother doing it this time around. Probably should have, actually. We could have gone some kind of Ice Goblin into... What would be our main damage source for that? But Ice Goblin into something I think would work best for that. You wouldn't be able to use KrissTigger. You wouldn't be able to use anything that really has that submerge. I guess the team would be something, Azura, Ice Goblin, and one really heavy blue damage. You could use an Undyne of your own too, but that would not really work out that well. Let's see. Well, we can't use KrissTigger. Champion of Anu wouldn't be horrible. Doomclaw wouldn't be horrible, but it's mythic. Argali would be good, but it's mythic. Let's see. Oh, Hindla would be actually pretty decent for that. So we'll go throw like a Hindla, throw the Ice Goblin. So it'd be something like this: Ice Goblin, Azura, and then we just need a good first slot. Could actually just run Corvash. Oh, that'd be perfectly fine actually. Corvash, Azura, Ice Goblin, and Hindla would be what we'd run. And we'd run it with the, yeah, I guess that'd be a fine banner. We'll run it with the minus yellow banner. But yeah, Corvash, Azura, Ice Goblin, and Hindla. Actually, I might even just start using that for next time. It actually doesn't seem like it would be, we'd have all the freeze we need. We have Ice Goblin freeze and we have Hindla freeze. We have Azura for mana generation. We have Corvash for denial. Yeah, Yeah, I think we have every component we need. And none of this gets stopped by his Submerge either. Corvash is unaffected by Submerge, Azura is unaffected by Submerge, Ice Goblin is unaffected by Submerge, and Hindla is all her damage is unaffected. So nothing, Submerge would do nothing to you in this context of this team. You could also consider replacing out Ice Goblin with Dawnbringer in this particular case, or go and maybe even Azura possibly with Dawnbringer. But yeah, I think this would function. Of course, you would have to change up the banner if you did go a Dawnbringer there, but that would be perfectly fine if you didn't have a Dawnbringer. You use Gorgol. Oh wait, I forgot we have a pet active. I need to go do that. I'm always so bad about that. Whenever a pet goes, I don't do it. If I don't do it immediately, I always forget about it. Oh yeah, no, we need to do dungeons too. Got a lot of things we need to go do. But if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Is Monkey Disciple in gold keys? Yes, Monkey Disciple is in gold keys. You would have a better chance of getting it off of glory keys, but yes, gold keys is, you would eventually get it from there. It would probably take about 1,000 gold keys or so, specifically, just because there's a lot of stuff in the gold key drop table. But yeah, it would take a few hundred glory keys or about 1,000 gold keys, either or. Approximately. You could get it a lot quicker than that, of course, too. It's just there's a lot of rares out there. If I'm not mistaken, there's actually more rares than almost any other rarity. I forget which rarity actually has the highest amount of troops in it. We'll go grab that one down. Take a... nothing. Never mind. I guess we'll just go just blow it out the board. Move that one there. And dead. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're still in the weaker battles of pet battles. I was wondering why I went down so quickly. That would explain it. Yeah, no problem. But you also get, if you haven't been already claiming it, do keep in mind you do get 46 glory keys every single week if you get 1.9k PvP points. And that's relatively easy to do at any point within the game. How long it takes could vary, but it's definitely something that you can manage every single week. It's probably, when you're a newer player, that's about as far as you should really even do PvP, because it can get a little bit more difficult after that. But it's highly advised to get to at least 1.9k. You get a bunch of glory, you get 46 glory keys, some souls, some gold, plus you're still getting all the gold you get from normal PvP. And PvP is the best location to go get gold in. Alright, we'll go take the purple, grab the yellow there. And I guess we take green, get that apothecary down, and that will be a match. As soon as we get one alignment, which we do not have, so we'll clear the board. I should have taken those reds, but it looks like we got full mana on everything regardless, so it's nice. Go get... there's the Submerge. Submerge is pretty underwhelming, but it can be annoying if you're actually running an AoE team. Luckily, we're not running a team that hits everything, so it doesn't come into play here. On to the next one. But if anyone still has anything you want me to ask, or want to ask, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably be heading off for the night. We'll be back tomorrow going over the new event video. So we'll have that tomorrow morning at some point. And we'll also be having this same stream as always, every single night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now. And tomorrow we'll be going over the new little Devour guy. Probably won't be using him too much. He's mainly just for early game teams, so make sure to show at least 1 or 2 for that. But yeah, he's not really going to be too helpful for late game players, that's for sure. In every situation, you just use a Great Maul instead, this late in the game. We'll go through that down, I guess. Get our damage in there. Doesn't even matter if it has an extra turn. There's so much durability that he's not going to kill through it. And how is that not a single one? Okay, there it is, right in the corner. And there we go. But after we get this pet, I'm probably just going to be ending out for the night. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your next week. What do we need to move around? We'll go take the yellow. Also, I believe I mentioned it earlier too, but don't use event keys next week unless you specifically want Queen Grapplepot. She's the only thing in the entire drop table next week that's really worth it. Technically, Goblin Rocket's in it too, but I guess if you don't have a Goblin Rocket, you could throw a few event keys down that you have laying around. But that's about the only thing that's really over the top worth it. Okay, we'll go and I'll just go roll for that. Get all that cleared. See if we have anything from here. Don't believe so. So let's clear the board. And that's match. We just throw that into explosion. He dies out. Throw it again, and that is that. And dead. And overkill. Doomskulls are so much fun to use. Still wondering when they're actually going to get around to nerfing it. It's probably going to be next patch, I'm almost for sure. They're not gonna do it this patch though. And we would have known already, because they would normally say it in the little, in the thread where they post these things for the event week if they ever nerf something. And there was nothing there. They really do need to rebalance more on Mondays, though. It's something that they don't really do. They did it a little bit in the past, but then they kind of stopped. They even did, like, a whole... They were even starting to do, like, whole kingdom reworks, where they just go and take, like, every troop from a kingdom and just rework them. They did that to Mergrim Woods, and it worked really nicely for that kingdom. It was basically never used, and then they buffed pretty much everything in there. And then almost everything started to get used, at least for a little while, until they turned some of them back down. And then the only things that really got used was, like, Ranger in early game, and then Forest Guardian still to this day. But, and Cockatrice. Actually, Cockatrice probably got the biggest buff out of all of them. It's still just as good as it pretty much was then. They did nerf it slightly compared to then, but mainly because it was kind of like how a Nyx was, plus on top of, like, a full mana drain, on top of a gem spawn and an entangle. It was actually better than the best that Nyx ever was, prior to it getting, or right when it got its initial buff. And we all know how annoying a Nyx was, or most of you probably do. It only pretty recently got nerfed, like, what, a month ago? We'll go for that in there. And down it goes. Oh, I don't actually stream in tomorrow morning, but we will have the video up. Yeah, we only stream at, I probably should make a little graphic thing for it. I've been meaning to for a while. Eventually I will have, like, a lot more consistent stream setup that I'll be having. But as far as, our schedule, that has been consistent for, like, years now. It's, every, night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 hour prior to now, or 1 hour and 10 minutes prior to now, every day. And we also stream on Fridays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a few hours. The reason we specifically do those is generally new content comes on Friday. Mondays and Fridays tend to be the days for new content. Mondays is the event switchover every single week, and Fridays are generally new kingdoms or new mythics being introduced to the game. It's also when Bounty Hunter and Treasure Hunt activate. Also, next week's Friday should be Treasure Hunt, by the way. And Treasure Hunt basically just means you will have a higher chance of finding treasure gnomes and pet gnomes. I mean, sorry, just treasure gnomes within battles, which give you a lot of various resources, like gems, gem keys, event keys, and stuff like that. Okay, we only have 2 more to go, if I'm not mistaken, and then we'll get our pet. And whatever amount we get, should be able to upgrade it, hopefully. I think we need 2 or 3 more, as far as how many more pets we need until we upgrade it. I don't think I really need it, though. It is Kedar bonus, so when are we ever going to be running Kedar? I think the only team that would ever maybe run a Kedar bonus is, like, Fair Shra, maybe. But even that probably wouldn't. Is Salty streaming today? It depends what time zone you are in. She's streaming tomorrow. She's streaming in basically 24 hours from now. But yeah, she's streaming tomorrow, basically. In 24 hours and 20 minutes, she would be streaming. She does it every Monday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for some people, that is Tuesday. We'll go through that in there. And I believe that's match. Let's throw another one. And dead. There we go. And then the final one. Force that to get the pet. Let's see what we get from these first. Oh, wow. We got 8 blue pet food, but I didn't get a single copy of the pet. I don't know how to feel about that. At least it's better than getting white pet food, if nothing else. Because the color one's basically twice as effective as the white one. Though it was unfortunate to see the jewels there. Jewels the worst drop you can get off it. White pet food is basically mid-range. Seeing the color pet food is the second best, and the absolute best would, of course, being the actual pet itself. But we didn't get a single one. I do hate how random that is sometimes. But we'll go grab all that. And just clear out those with explosions. Get that down. And 1 more of those should do it. We'll throw it in there. And is that it? Yes, we'll do that again, and that's match. And there we go. And even if it wasn't, it was still our turn. And now we get to claim the extra copy. Yeah, we're nowhere near. I think that's 4 total copies now. Yeah, our pets are starting to get there. We're still missing one, though. We're still missing the Coca-Cola bear. The Urska guy. Poor little guy. We'll get him eventually. We keep getting repeats that aren't him. But yeah, we'll get him eventually. But yeah. We still have quite a few things to upgrade. It'll be a long while before we actually mythic any of them. The closest one is Mimic, just because we spent some gems on it, because he's really good value. But, Yeah, all the other ones we haven't really spent a single gem on. I think there was like 2 instances where I bought them instantly just so I'd have a copy of it. But I'm not doing that anymore. I was just doing that just to get our initial 36. But yeah. Oh wait, can we upgrade that? Short, long. No, we cannot. Oh, good. He's almost up to legendary then. Not like I actually need to upgrade it. All the ones I actually need to upgrade further, I haven't been able to get additional copies of. The only 2 is Moon and Magma Pillar, if I'm not mistaken. Can we actually order them by rarity? Not base rarity, but actual rarity. Oh, good, we can. So the only good ones that we've actually were able to get enough copies of so far are Mimic doesn't count, but Krabby, Magma Pillar, and Moon were the only ones we were naturally able to get enough copies of to actually increase their rarity. And Magma Pillar is almost up to Legend too, which would be kind of cool. This is particularly useful because it's used in Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb team, which gives it a bit extra damage, which is nice. So I actually really want to get this thing maxed out because it makes farming for trait stones and farming EXP quicker. Which is better for Glory, Vrina or Thunt? Wait, what? I have no clue what that question is. What? I don't know what that question is. But the best thing to do for Glory would be to spam 1 trophy battles in PvP. But we just go under casual PvP and keep repicking until you get a ridiculously easy battle. That would be one that's either a ridiculously low team score like this one or a 4x Firebomb team. Wait, Treasure Hunt? Wait, what? Which is better for Glory? Wait, what? Now I'm even more confused. I don't recall either of those names being present in Treasure Hunt. Oh, do you mean Arena or Treasure Hunt? Oh, okay. That's I've never seen it abbreviated like that. Okay, but Arena... Wait, why did you put a V there instead of an A? I think that's what mainly threw me off, is that you put a V instead of an A. Which one's better for Glory? Treasure Hunt. You don't get any Glory in Arena. Arena's only for souls and trophies, and Glory keys. Treasure Hunt is for gems, trait stones, and gems... Wait, gems, trait stones, and Glory is what you get mostly in Treasure Hunt. And Arena is mostly souls, trophies, and Glory keys. But yeah, those are the main 2 resources you get from both. Oh, I forgot to do dungeons. Let me go clear this real quick. It's also Diamond Day, so I want to go throw my gems at that too. Let's just go use the Sunbird team real quick. Also, getting the Magma Pillar up would make this go slightly quicker too, even though it's already pretty quick. It takes like 2 minutes to clear out all these. Doesn't take any time at all. Go grab that, Firebomb. Actually, let me move that too. Throw the Firebomb down. You can't type and I can't pronounce. There we go. Let's go get a Rowan down. And, oops, I left him a turn. And Sunbird. And on to another 2. Take the blue, take that down, take the brown, Firebomb it. And that should be enough to kill. He's gonna get red. I keep leaving him stuff. We'll take the red. And 1 more hit will do it. If we can get it. Go grab all that. Throw that in there. And Rowan for the kill. And on to the final one. And then we'll go claim all of our free diamonds. Or not the free ones, the 50 gem thing. Well, it's technically free. It's over a 1-to-1 boost ratio, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, actually, let me take that. Grab that, get a Rowan down. Oh, I forgot to take the brown. I keep leaving him 1 extra turn every time. Exactly 1. Only 1, but still, should be leaving him 0. And that's match. We're pretty close to it, and down it goes. Surprising that almost was the quickest battle, the final one that's supposed to be the high stats, which actually is, but... And then we'll go grab this, because it's still worth going for. If you count the 2 gem keys in there, that lowers it down to a 30 gem cost. And then we basically get 80 diamonds for 30 gems, plus a Celestial, plus a Souls, plus a Shard, so it's still good to go for. Though it's the only day I'm going to be throwing it for now on. Don't show me this, we don't need this. We already have them. But there we go. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for the stream. Yeah, only throwing those packs on Sunday and on no other day has really helped us out a lot. We now have 300 more gems that we would normally be having, and that pile is actually starting to accumulate up pretty nicely now. So yeah, every single week we're going to be having 300 more gems than what we have in the past. So we'll be able to use that for things like Bounty Hunter mode or just for key openings in general. Soul bundles from challenges, quick rundown. Seen one, but you can't find a video again. Oh, as far as doing the challenges, they're pretty pointless. Arena does more souls per hour than what you'd be able to get from them. The only thing you would ever do it for is if you specifically wanted EXP while simultaneously farming souls. And as far as doing them, I would wait until you can comfortably do these challenges on Warlord 3 or Warlord 4 difficulty, because you can only ever do them for the soul casket that they give once. So you can still keep repeating them after you've done it, but you don't get the extra souls on top of every single time. So you generally want to be running it on either Warlord 2 or Warlord 3, or Warlord 4 if you can, because these gives the highest amount of soul bonuses. As you can see on Warlord 2 here, we end up getting 75% extra souls. Warlord 3 gives 100%, and if you could do it on Warlord 4, which is actually 200%, so basically 3 times the stats, it would be 125% souls. But yeah, you definitely want to be doing it at minimum the 75% soul gain on Warlord 2, which is 50% additional stats on them. And if you can't do it at this difficulty, then I wouldn't bother doing them yet. You're better off just spending all your time in arena to get your souls. But yeah, there's not much of a need to do challenges. Actually, if you look at most of my kingdoms, I haven't actually done it for most of the more recent kingdoms that were added into the game. By most recent, I mean basically every kingdom in almost the last 2 years. I don't even think we have it done for Blighted Lands if I go check it. No, we don't even have it done for Blighted Lands. But yeah, basically every kingdom that has come out in the last 2 years I haven't done it in, because there's just no need to. You can farm souls quicker by doing literally anything else. Or maybe not literally anything else, but you know, arena's quicker, and late game soul farming teams are quicker. Actually, even mid-range soul farming teams like Dragon Soul Triple Azurus, Dragon Soul Triple Necromancy like Warlocks, or even Valkyrie Triple Warlock, I believe are all quicker than actually farming those caskets. It's a pretty outdated part of the game. You have to keep in mind, challenges were added and haven't really been changed since the first day that the game came out. So they actually did only change it once, and they actually nerfed it, not buffed it. They nerfed it in that they made all the battles harder, because some of them were like ridiculously easy before. But there's still a lot of easy ones out there, but they made them slightly harder, and they're still ridiculously easy though overall. But that's the only change they ever got. As far as their reward, it's always been the same. And their reward system is set up very similar to when there was like no ways to even gain souls within the game. So it is really dated, the whole challenge system. Not sure if they're going to revamp it in the future or what. But yeah, it doesn't even have a repeat button either. That new repeat button that they added like 2 patches ago, you don't even have that available for challenges. They only added it to explore and treasure hunt. For whatever reason, they just completely neglected challenges. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I wouldn't really bother with them. They're still good to do. I'd wait till at least Warlord 2 difficulty, when you can comfortably do it then with an easy, quick team. But I wouldn't really bother with them any sooner than that, or even at all. Yeah, you could easily do it on Warlord 4 with Great Maul. Great Maul into Mercy or Great Maul into Apothecary is enough to run through every challenge in the game, because none of them have 4 times immune to Devour, so you'd always have something to hit with it. You should let you join the guild for a month so you could collect all of them. Juicy legendary tasks. I wish I could. But we don't have any room, and I wouldn't be able to for people that are like really, really low. How many treasure maps do I have? I currently have, I think, over 4,000. I have about like 70 hours worth of treasure maps or something like that. We calculated out the other day. Forgot what it was. I think it was around 75 hours if I'm not mistaken. Is how if we rush through every single map as quickly as possible, we'd have to do it for about 75 hours straight, or 75 hours total to actually use up every single map we have, which is a lot of time and something I'll never be doing most likely, unless I desperately needed gems or something. But no, I'm just stockpiling them because it's just a waste of time, really, this late in the game to go for them. Early on in the game, treasure hunts are really good value. But this late in the game, unless it's specifically a treasure hunt week where it says, hey, go do treasure hunt to go get some kind of resource. But yeah, also, anyone out there, don't forget to keep doing these too. Always a good idea to go do the weekly objective, whatever it is. While it's not that mandatory, it does give some pretty juicy resources on some weeks. Like this week was 150 gems and 7 gem keys, which is like, what, 210 or so worth of gems? So not too bad. Can console join PC mobile guilds? No. Both the console versions are their own version. So PC mobile is their own version. PC mobile is cross-platform, but PS4 is independent and separate from everything else. And Xbox One is also independent, separate from everything else. Only PC mobile is cross-platform. But the other two are just their own thing. Let's see. Oh, so hello, Hillbilly. And I believe that was all the questions. So anyways, guys, I believe I'll be heading out for tonight. I will be doing the video for the next event sometime soon, or, when it actually goes up. So a couple hours after it goes up. And other than that, yeah, I guess we'll have the Goblins next week. Should be pretty nice. We'll be seeing a lot of them out there. Go get your freeze teams ready. Go get your Ice Goblin this week already if you don't already have it from event keys real quick. So you have it for next week. As far as next week's event keys, not really worth going for. Only Goblin Rocket and Grapple Pod are in it. If you really needed those troops, then you could throw down a few and try for them, but I would, for the most part, say save your keys next week. Other than that, we'll have Treasure Hunt next Friday, which will be for a better chance at Vault Keys and Gnomes. Also a good time to go use your Vault Keys if you've been saving them. And I believe that is it. And the Friday after that, we'll have a new Mythic. And other than that, I don't think we have any big things happening anytime soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for coming down. I hope you all enjoy your week. And thank you, everyone. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. I said that like 5 times now. That awkward moment when you repeat the outro a billion times over. I'm really bad at doing that. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful week. Goodbye.